All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. November 18th, we got 6 games to get into. But before we get into tonight's games, I mean, I can't just blow by the fact that we had one of probably actually the worst night of the year last night. If you're following along with yesterday's picks, wow. Talk about a loser. I should be doing today's video with a big L tattooed on my forehead because it was not our night last night. And since we started doing these picks this year, I've literally told you guys, like, we're going to pride this channel on being transparent and, you know, talking about the losses, talking about the wins. And yesterday was a day full of losses. So I do want to acknowledge that. I mean, we did have a push in there. But when I talk about the fight with Vegas and how this is a long, 14-round heavyweight fight, last night Vegas did its best to knock us out in the first round. So hopefully, they knock us down in the first round, and today we get back up and we get some punches in there. So yeah, I have to acknowledge the bad days. If we're going to talk about the good days on this channel, I have to acknowledge the bad days. And yesterday was a bad day. It is what it is. If you're one of the haters in the comments that, go back the next day and comment on the picks or whatnot, then, whatever. Like, what do you want me to say, right? I love all the comments. I love the love comments, and I love the hate comments. So go ahead, roast in the comments. Oh, all these picks were terrible, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, well, I didn't see your picks in the comments. I didn't see you making a video with your picks. So it is what it is. We're moving on from it. We're going to be better. We're still at least positive units-wise in November, which is it's razor thin. I mean, it's impressive that we are after a night like last night because that was a tough one. So let's jump right into today's slate. We have the Warriors taking on the Cavs. You guys know we've been riding the Warriors train. I mean, who hasn't? One of the best teams, if not the best team in the league this year. The Warriors are opening up here on the road at 8.5-point favorites. Total's 207.5. I'd obviously be all over the Warriors here. We've been taking them pretty much every single game, but I am waiting on Steph Curry's injury report here. So Steph Curry looks like he's questionable versus Cleveland tonight. If Steph Curry is a go, if we start to see any indication that he is going to be a go, I'll be all over the Warriors here. Minus 8.5. Yes, the Cleveland Cavaliers, we call them the cover Cavaliers, have been covering left and right, but we got to stick with our boys. We got to stick with our boys, the Warriors. So if Steph Curry's playing, obviously if he's not, that changes a lot, and we'll have to think about this one. But if Steph Curry's a go, going to keep an eye on that. If he's a go, I would love to bank on a 9+ point win for the Warriors here. So that's going to be my lean in this game, but it's all dependent on, obviously, the best player in the game playing. In terms of total, 207.5. Both these teams can put up some points. So I would lean the over, but you guys know I'm hesitant to take overs in today's NBA. But that number seems fairly low for the two teams that we are looking at here. Now, the one thing that I will say is Cleveland, without Sexton, without Markkanen, has kind of struggled to get to that triple-digit mark, so it's making me a little hesitant to even, pull the trigger on the over, but who knows? If they can get to that 100 mark, I think that Golden State can easily, if they're healthy, easily put up, 110 themselves. So we'll take a peek at the over. I don't know if that makes the ticket, but we're also going to keep an eye on Steph Curry for that the Golden State Warriors play there, minus 8.5. Keep an eye on the pinned comment, guys. That's where my final picks will be. I say it every day, but we sort of build it throughout the day. So, we're up here early. It's just after 4 a.m. in the morning right now. So much changes. So, I might give you leans. I might give you plays during the video, but just confirm within the pinned comment there, hey, what am I playing and that type of thing. Whether or not you're riding with me, or whether or not you're fading me because I had a terrible night last night, just check out that pinned comment so you know what I'm playing. Next up, we have the Heat hosting the Wizards. Heat, 7.5-point favorites at home. That total is 209.5. Both these teams on back-to-backs here, and the Wizards, an uncharacteristic loss last night. We kind of talked about it. I wish it was one of my plays last night because if you watch yesterday's video, I did like the spot for Charlotte, but the Wizards lose by 10, 97-87 yesterday, and Miami 113-98 win yesterday. So Miami's kind of turning it around. They were hot at the beginning of the year. They went on a little bit of a cold spell. It looks like they're back. I will say this, though. Both teams on the back-to-back here. The Wizards are a good against the spread team this year, and I know the Heat are as well, but I don't think that this line should be as high as it is. Miami giving 7.5 points does not seem right to me. So this is probably going to be one where I kind of stay away from unless some bit of research hits me during the day, additional research, I should say, kind of hits me during the day being like, oh, no, they can handle it. So it is going to be a Miami or nothing type of play for me, but I think right now I'm leaning towards nothing. That's just too big of a number. Like, yes, you'd think, oh, Heat, Wizards, the Heat would blow them out if you're just thinking, what types of teams these have been in years past. But this Wizards team may be legit. Like, they're 9-5 against the spread, 10-4 overall. I think that they could be a legit team this year, and when I say legit, a team that you don't give 7.5 points to, no matter who you are. So this might be a stay away from, but I do lean Miami if they are healthy. Waiting on Bam Adebayo's status for that one as well, but it's gonna be pretty tough for me to lay 7.5 points against the Wizards, and it sounds crazy saying that, but their track record shows that you shouldn't right now. Moving on to the Grizzlies hosting the Clippers. Grizzlies home underdogs here. +1. The total is 220.5. And, I guess it's weird to say because, again, this Grizzlies team's the type of team that, in years past, I guess you'd be like, that's not a very good ball team. But they're 8-6 against the spread. So are the Clippers. I kind of like the the home dog here. It's only 1 point, but I like the fact that you're getting points at home. The Grizzlies are a 5-3 against the spread team, and there's so many injuries to look at here on the Clipper side of things. So Batum's doubtful, Morris is out, obviously Kawhi's still out, Justice Winslow's out, Terrence Mann's questionable, and then a couple more that aren't as substantial. But to me, this Clippers team, they've won, they're 9-1 in their last 10. This Grizzlies team is kind of just getting back on the saddle, getting a little bit better. So I would lean Grizzlies here, just for the simple fact that they're home. Like, honestly, I'm taking the home team tier. It looks like it's going to be a little bit of a pick 'em, and I would take the home team here. So that's a lean for me. I don't know if it makes the final tick. Keep an eye on the pinned comment, but I'm kind of banking on the fact that you're the home team and you have, you are the team that's gonna step it up. Whereas the Clippers kind of are unless they're gonna be a really, really good team, which they totally can, are going to kind of come back down to earth in the near future here. So we're kind of banking on that. So we're gonna lean the home team there, the Grizzlies. Next up, we have the Timberwolves taking on the Spurs. This Timberwolves team just played last night. They are still at home. In terms of injuries, Okogie's questionable. San Antonio, Jakob Portal's still out. Zach Collins is out. And then Landale is out, so I don't know if that matters too much. But this San Antonio team has lost 4 out of its last 5. Minnesota just got a win last night, 10-point win against the Kings, which we were certainly on the other side of. But I'm still going to lean the away team here. I think that, this Spurs team has been sporadic. So have the Timberwolves. I'm going to bank on this back-to-back. The Timberwolves look like they gave a lot of effort into beating the Kings by double digits last night. The Spurs, yes, they have some injuries, but, let's see a road dog here come in and at least cover. Again, that spread is pretty low. It's 2.5 points. I'm going to keep an eye on it. Hopefully it moves up and up. But, I think majority of the public right now is all over Minnesota. So I'm being a little bit of a contrarian here. But my lean is San Antonio plus 2.5. Say what you want. You could fade me right now because, yesterday isn't the best depiction of what I can do and how I can pick games. So maybe me going against the public here ain't the best move, but that's what we're doing right now. Total's 222.5. That's a really big number. I would definitely have to take a peek at the under there. Like that is a 2020-21 type of number there. So 222.5. I would take a peek at the under. All right, next we have the Nuggets hosting the Sixers, -8 on the Nuggets side of things. I know that this Sixers team is just like, with all these injuries, without Embiid and whatnot. They've lost 5 straight, but that's after winning 5 straight, I believe. This Sixers team is kind of in disarray, but I don't know if I like giving 8 points to them. You know, like this Denver team also, I feel in my I guess in my opinion, has been kind of up and like it's been a year of streaks for them. So this is going to be a stay away game for me most likely, unless I start to think about it more and more and say, you know what, let's ride with the better team, which the Denver Nuggets are the better team right now, especially without Embiid on the Sixers side of things. It's going to be a no Green and no Thibault either. But and then on Denver side of things, Barton's doubtful, and that's just about the only new injury we have there, other than some of the longer indefinite injuries that they have. But again, 8 points is a lot. I feel like the Sixers, even without Embiid, at some point have to say, all right, let's make a game of this. Let's compete. And this Nuggets team hasn't necessarily been a team that's blown me away this year. So 8 points is a lot, but it will be a Nuggets lean or nothing for me, okay? So I'm not going to be taking a Sixers team without Joel Embiid. So even though I say that 8 points is a lot, it still would be a lean towards the Nuggets side of thing for me. It's just that 8 points may keep me off the game altogether. But keep an eye on the pinned comment, guys. You know, I say it multiple times in the video. Keep an eye on the pinned comment. That is where you'll find my final ticket and final plays and everything like that. These picks, I kind of give you my initial leans or any plays that I feel confident about right now, but things can definitely change throughout the day. All right, next and finally, the Jazz hosting the Raptors. Jazz given 9 points to the Raptors. Total is 213. Now, we've been all over the Jazz multiple times this season. And I really do like this Jazz team, but this might fall into a very similar bucket that we've had in the previous, few games with them, is that 9 points may be a little bit much. This may be a game, and I say maybe because I am still on the fence, but this may be a lean towards Toronto on the road here. Toronto is a very good away against the spread team. They're honestly a very good away team anyways, and I think that's probably because I feel like they didn't play a home game for like 10 years during COVID. So I probably end up leaning Toronto here. They definitely are in sort of a bounce back type of situation when it comes to against the spread. They really haven't looked good as of late. They've only won 1 game in their last 5 games as well. So I would lean Toronto, but I'll say this. My brain and gut, both those things tell me to play Utah, but that number convinces both my brain and gut to play Toronto. So this could be a stay-away game because I got World War III up there, just based on what my gut, brain, and, once I look at the number, it kind of changes all those things. So this could be a stay-away game, but I wouldn't. It's going to be a stay-away game, guys, because I was just about to say, and this is the kiss of death, I know it. I was going to say I wouldn't hate someone playing in the comments telling me they're playing either side of this. If that's the case, then I know that I probably got to stay away. So I'll keep an eye on this line. We'll keep looking at it, but this could be a stay-away game just because of that number. Utah, I think, is the better team, probably will get the win, but 9 points is a lot to give to a Raptors team. So I think it's going to be a stay-away game, just keeping it completely transparent with you guys. So that's what we have for you guys today. Keep an eye on that pinned comment. We'll add some player props in there as well, and we'll do this. I think we'll start doing this at the end of videos. We'll see. Get you guys involved. You guys know I want to give you guys the shout-outs and whatnot, so if you guys if you are still watching now, I guess, we'll throw in a hashtag that we're going to put in each video. So this one's going to be hashtag fade, and then give me one pick that you like tonight, and if you hit your pick, and you put in the comment that same hashtag fade, then you got a chance to be in shout it out. Yikes, can't talk this early in the morning. Shout it out in next video. Does that make sense? So yeah, if you guys want to give me your luck of the night in the comments, and then end it with saying hashtag fade, and that word will probably change throughout the season, but go ahead and do that if you're still watching at this point. Don't know how many of you guys make it, 15 minutes into the video, but, for the real ones that do, hashtag fade in the comments and give me your pick. And if you hit that pick, you get a shout out and a chance for a shout out in the next video. So we'll catch you guys in the next one. We got to make some bread tonight because that was a historically bad night last night, and I have no problem keeping it 110% transparent with you guys, but it is what it is. So we'll catch you guys in the next video. Let's make some money tonight. Let's make some bread. Fingers crossed, but, again, fight with Vegas. We're going to point them to death. They came out swinging last night. All we have to do is get back up and swing back. So let's do that. All right. Catch you guys in the next video.